In this series of videos we're going to be looking at simplifying algebraic fractions. Algebraic fractions are handled in much the same way as we handle normal fractions. So for example, if we have 6 over 16 as a fraction and we want to simplify that down, then what we do is we note that 6 is equal to 2 times 3, 16 is equal to 2 times 8, and what we can then do is cancel out the two 2's, one on the top, one on the bottom, which leaves us with 3 over 8. We have identified a common factor in the numerator and denominator and then cancelled them in the fraction. And algebraic fractions work in exactly the same way. So simplifying algebraic fractions is just like simplifying a normal fraction. We're going to look for common factors in the numerator and the denominator that can cancel. So let's look at some examples. We're going to consider 10a over 5. So we look at the numerator first and we see that there is 10 in the top and in the denominator there is 5. Okay? Now the 10 and the 5 can cancel. The 5 leaves us with a 1 on the bottom. The 10 leaves us with a 2 on the top. So we get left with 2a over 1, which is just 2a. The next example is 6b over b. Again, we are looking for things that are on the top and bottom that we can cancel. Looking for common factors. Well, there is a b on the top and a b on the bottom, so we can cancel those together, which leaves us with 6 over 1, which is just 6. In this example we have 3x squared over 9x. Now this time we've got two things we're going to look at. The 3 and the 9 have common factors, so the 3 cancels down to a 1 and the 9 cancels down to a 3. But the x squared and the x also have common factors. Now at this point we remember that x squared is equal to x times x. So on the top we have x, and on the bottom we now have 3x. So one of the x's on the top cancels with the x on the bottom, and we are left with just x over 3. And in this last example we have 6ab over 3ab squared. Well, there are lots of things to cancel here. First of all, the 3 on the bottom cancels with the 6 on the top to leave 2 on the top. The two a's cancel, and the b on the top cancels with one of the b's on the bottom, leaving just a b on the bottom. Putting that all together, on the top all we're left with is 2, and on the bottom all we're left with is b. So simplifying algebraic fractions is just like simplifying a normal fraction. We look for things that are in the numerator and in the denominator that we can cancel, and then we cancel them out. Remembering that if we have a squared, that's equivalent to having 2 of the letter that has been squared. So b squared was 2 lots of b, so we can cancel one of those b's with one of the b's on top.